All right, all right. We're going live. We're going live. It's going to be a great day today. We're going to be talking about how your health is your wealth, and you're going to get an opportunity to participate in a free challenge to help you curb the cravings and achieve the life that you want to achieve. It's all part of the Wealthy Me in 23 series. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's JJ Conway. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We are going to be doing rebroadcasts from our Wealthy Me in 23 conference that was held this past December. So between Christmas and New Year's, we did the Wealthy Me in 23. It was a hybrid conference. We were live in Arlington, Texas. That's Dallas area. We were live in Arlington, Texas, and we were also live in the Zoom room. So you were either in the room or in the Zoom. Either way, you got some great information to help you with your wealth. Is our goal here at Building Wealth Together is that we all work together to build wealth. And while we are building wealth, we're going to start off with Jessy George, who talks to us during this conference about how our health is our wealth. All right, let's go ahead and bring to the stage Jessy George.
Thank you, JJ, for having me. And hello, everyone. We are talking about financial freedom. And I want to talk about how a good health can create more financial freedom. If health is wealth, and do you agree with me? As someone who came from India, I am very much aware about the importance of financial freedom in US, especially with medical bills and other things. It just accumulates without even knowing, right? Sometimes it feels like that, right? That was my story. So I became really ill with many sicknesses, and above all, I was asthmatic, I had diabetes and high blood pressure, all those things. And my life was kind of in a turmoil when things kind of cumulatively, increased. So that's when I realized good health is so much important in order to have a better financial freedom. I started taking care of my health. I was able to reverse type 2 diabetes, get off asthma medications, high blood pressure medications. And that made my life so much easier to think and plan, budget my, expenses and all those things. So how did I do it? It's about creating a strong enough why, understanding why we need it. Some people do not need the money. They all may have it. Some people have to create it. For me, we relocated from India. We had to start from scratch. So there is a little difference between my lifestyle versus other people's lifestyle. But we all can create a lifestyle that is unique to us and beneficial to us. So I want to start with a story about how we can create a strong enough why. Because if there is why, we can find the way to do it, right? That's what I understand. So let me tell you a short story that I've been hearing it and trying to understand the concept and stuff like that. So there were two tribes in the Andes. One of them lived in lowlands, the other one in the mountains. The mountain people one day invaded the lowlanders. And what they did is they kidnapped one of the babies, the baby of a lowlander family, and took the infant with them back to the mountains. These people who lived in the lowland didn't know how to climb the mountain. They didn't know any trails or didn't know how to go up the terrain of the mountain. So, but even then, they wanted to help their, friend, and so gathered together and started climbing the mountains. All the best people, strong people, they gathered together and started climbing the mountain to bring baby home. They first tried one way, and then that didn't work. Then they tried another way, and that another didn't work. They couldn't find any trails. It went on for several days. They had only climbed a few hundred feet. This is a big, tall mountain. They felt hopeless and helpless. Don't we all sometimes feel hopeless and helpless? Then they decided they cannot do it anymore because they felt it was a failed attempt. And they decided to return back to the village. As they were packing up everything and moving to go home, walking, they saw baby's mother walking toward them, climbing down the mountain. They realized, oh, she's coming down the mountain, but we haven't figured out how to climb up the mountain. Okay. Then they saw she had a baby wrapped on her back, strapped on her back while climbing down. How can that be? What do you think? Why would the mom was able to go get the baby, right? We couldn't climb, and the people approached her and said, we couldn't climb the mountain. How did you do this? We are the strongest people in this village and couldn't do it. And do you know what she said? She said, it wasn't your baby, it was my baby, right? So that's how we need to be able to think. We need to create a strong enough why to move forward so that we can create a lifestyle that is purposeful and meaningful to us. Then we can create more money, we can create more wealth. And we don't need to spend a ton of money for all these things that we see around us, right? So we can be more conscious, we can be more effective in making decisions. Let me give you a few pointers to create this awesome lifestyle that would help you bring joy, build wealth, and happiness. First thing is to dream big. So we all have a dream. That's why we are here, right? We all have a dream. As big as you can. Dream big. Children dream. Everybody dreams. But once we are affected by all this technology and everything, sometimes we forget to dream. Take few minutes to dream. Then dig deeper to find strong enough reason. Why you want better health, why you want better financial freedom, what's the ultimate goal? Is it just to retire or is it to, what is the purpose? Okay. Then create a plan. A dream without a plan is not going to work, right? Then see how you can implement the plan. Actions brings results. Then analyze the results. See what went well, what didn't go well, and how you can improve yourself to get to your goals, the plan you created. Okay. Then stay focused and committed. An example for me, primary focus was to improve my health so that I could see my children growing up and be there for milestones in their life. So I first improved my food addiction. right. Everybody loves sweets, and I decided I'm going to do this first, and then I created a plan, made my meal plan, and I stuck to it. Then I see result. My blood sugar went down, my weight started dropping, and then I looked back and saw what I did. I wrote down what I ate and all the things I needed to do to improve my health. Then I analyzed my results, improved a little more, and then I became non-diabetic. Okay. So that's an example. That means I only go to the doctor's office now once a year for my physical rather than multiple times that I used to go. Every month I used to go because I had lots of physical problems. That saves money. When I quit my inhaler, that itself is so expensive. Those who take inhalers know that, right? Asthma inhalers, preventive inhalers are all very expensive. I'm saving money that way. So better health brings better financial freedom. And Abraham Lincoln said once, the best way to have a good future is to create it. So how can you create your future? That's my question. If you need any help, you can reach out to me. My website is jessygeorge.com, and I have lots of free resources for everybody to improve their health. And of course, JJ will provide more information. And I am thankful to be here, and I wish you all the best.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So this is the link to Jessy's information. I've dropped it in the chat on most of the platforms we're broadcasting. You should be able to see that. It's FOUND, like found, .ee, capital P, capital F, IKO. So you can find her. You can also go to, I think her website is sensibleketo.com. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to drop that link in the chat as well. One of our speakers at the Building Wealth Together, the Women Building Wealth Together annual conference back in last May, she brought up the fact that people who are healthier and who appear healthier get compensated higher in the marketplace. They're more likely to get hired and they're more likely to get paid more. So it's very, very important that we take care of our health. Our health is our wealth in more ways than just one. But Jessy's story of being able to reverse type 2 diabetes and come off of her very expensive medications, her heart medication, her respiratory medication. I mean, all of those different things add up to a quality of life. And when we want to walk in abundance, it's essential that we have the quality of life that allows us to walk in abundance. It doesn't do us any good to build an empire or to make these businesses and these multiple streams of income if all the money in the world can't restore our health. And the good news about it is we don't need all the money in the world to restore our health. Now, we may need to make some changes, and I know key part of my neurological plan for keeping my brain healthy and recovering from that car accident is minimizing sugar. And on a cold day like today, where they've canceled the school because of the bad blustery weather that's come in, the last thing I want to do is avoid sugar. In fact, what I want to do is curl up on the couch with a hot cocoa, some mac and cheese, and and a big old baked potato drenched with cheese and sour cream. But all those things combined together are going to make it more difficult for me to think clearly. It'll make it more difficult for me to do what I have to do to have the life that I want to live. And so sometimes we feel like taking care of our health means giving up. And we want to look at it not as a giving up, but as a letting go of something of lesser value so we can reach to something of higher value. And this morning I had my fresh pressed juice, and then I had my protein shake, my vegan protein shake to start my day, and it carried me all the way till now. I'm just now starting to get hungry, and so I know that these principles work. Hopefully you can see that these principles work in me. Whether or not I'm losing weight and size, hopefully you can see that I'm looking healthier and that I'm maintaining stamina despite all of the family losses and things like that have happened in the last 2 months. So with that, I'm going to go. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap up for today for our Wealthy Me in 23 broadcast. Normally we do want to have them longer, but we also want to end them at about noon. So we'll be starting 11:30 each Monday. Many of you might remember that 11:30 Monday was when we did our Monday mindset that rolled into our podcast. So I'm starting that back up on Mondays with our Wealthy Me in 23 replays. Now, if you would like to get the replays, all of them, and have them to download as MP3s or also as MP4s, then I want you to go out to wealthymein23.com And that should take you to where you can purchase. It's only $20.33, y'all, to be no, $20.23. Oh, look, I'm trying to get that extra 10 cents. Well, that extra 10 cents isn't going to make me rich. But you know, if a million of you pay an extra 10 cents, that will put me in a pretty nice place to go shopping next week. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But you're going to go to wealthymein23.com. You'll be able to get all of these talks, including my exclusive behind the scenes about investing and about planning our wealth. So you're going to want to get those talks in. Next week, we're going to have up Dr. Jonas Gadsden, distinguished Toastmaster. He's going to come in and encourage us and motivate us. So many of us have had these New Year's resolutions have already fallen by the wayside. Well, now it's time for a resolution reset. It's time to really do what we came to do with our lives, and that is to get everything out of life that we came for, to get everything that we have been called to become everything that we have been placed, that has been placed upon our heart. Let me say that again. To be everything that's been placed upon our heart to be, to have, and to do. You know, a lot of times we look at what we don't have in life, and we look at, if I can just do this, 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 and this, and if I can just follow this checklist, then I should be able to have this result. And a lot of times following the checklist, it allows us to have a result. But the problem is, a lot of people who are creating the checklist that we're following, they are not incorporating who we are as part of the checklist. And so part of our checklist has to be personal growth, because it's not just about getting the thing we want to get. It's about being the kind of person who naturally attracts that into our lives. And when you go through this Wealthy Me in 23 content, you will absolutely have that personal growth that allows you to be the kind of person that naturally attracts wealth, peace, health, relationships. The abundance of life is yours. And the Lord said he came that we might have life, and that more abundantly. And I'm here to help you get every ounce of that abundance that's been promised to you. With that, we're going to close out for today. But y'all take care and be blessed.